Hey everybody, Jeff here once again, finally. Update on the 1350 TOS Enterprise. And actually what we're looking at is a port side of an engineering hull complete. Finally got a moment to get out here in this absolutely atrociously messy shop, which we're going to do something about that this weekend. Got to. But had a chance to get out here, wire up the last few lights, get these fiber optics here because they are very stiff. Get those formed up enough so that they could, be angled and bent where they needed to be, and get them attached to the bright white light. That's also one of the things, too, that kind of slowed me up, because there were a few things I just had to buy that I just didn't have. I thought I did. And the only way for me to get them is through the mail, and that takes time. So, and of course, for me, because this is not my primary thing, I really do wish it were. I do enjoy, I'm a certified grounds keeper. Getting on my certifications and that and stuff. And so I do, that's my job. And it does take it out of you like quite a bit, plus 4 kids, dealing with autism with 2 of them. And that's very difficult in and of itself. So there's a lot that goes on, but when we get the opportunity, it's why, slowly building skill up and stuff. And that's where that came in. That was just to put one together, because it's been a long time, it's been a long time since we've just built the model from beginning to end. So we had a chance to do that. And my favorite of starships of all of Star Trek, the refit Constitution, is just something about it. But this here also, your classic, of course, with my spin on it, because when do I ever build anything straight? Never. That's when. But everything's complete. So, without waiting around, no more lollygagging. Let's get it plugged up here. Switch right here. Boom. Lights come on. These 2 huge wires right here, those are the main power, and then these secondary 2 right here next, somewhat big ones, those go for the Bussards. But other than that, all of the lighting is in. Of course, too, one of the things that threw me back on this was that I changed the lighting scheme and went from having warm white spots and bright white windows to having warm white windows and bright white spots. So what that looks like, well, we'll turn it around, and then we're going to kill the lights, and then we'll see what that looks like. So big overhead shop light off, and try not to give you a vomit test here, and turn off the other light. And there you have it. Spotlights in. And then, of course, all the window lighting. The thing, of course, as well that slow you up was these pylons, because we had to basically rebuild the connections into the engineering hull, because they are meant to go together and kind of stay together once they're in there. You got to plan this model out when you're building it and stuff. So you can have some grace, as I did find with it. But I just think that was a better call with the warm white window lighting and stuff, which is washing out on this camera. And this is actually a different camera that I'm usually using, but having issues with my normal one, which is really just my main cell phone, because where's my money coming from? Cutting grass. No, it can be very productive, but I just haven't invested in, sold camera, because I can't do this as much as I want to, as much as I need to, move myself up in the ranks. But anyway, going forward with this kit and stuff is very, very fun. The LED that's right here, that's actually lighting inside of the top of the shuttle bay, is also set to put some light in these three little lights right here, which are, I can't remember, they're not really lit on the actual model. Of course, they're not really lit on the actual model of this ship, and nor are they really ever shown lit, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely correct me, because of course I've been known to be wrong quite a few times, like probably about 10 times a day. But I wanted that to have some lighting, and of course my first build I did try to light those. And it didn't turn out this time, though, because SMDs are just magic. Which that's what that is, that bright blob right there, that's an SMD. And stuff, as well as right here on the end, which will go over that dome. But yeah, it lights these up. Of course, given its position, it's lighting up the front one a lot more than it's lighting up the rear, of course, naturally. On camera, you can't really make that out because all three of those little fiber optic sticks that's in there, they're being captured. And, indeed, given the angle, and I can push that light forward a little bit and get it more centered and do something, because it's not these fiber optics, because they are so thick in the top of the shuttle bay, even with my modification and making that flat with a with a frosted piece of plastic, and it makes the ceiling flat. It doesn't have the regular shape, that curved shape like you see in the show, but it was a modification done just so I can have more clearance, because you have all this shuttle bay in the butt end of the ship, in the aft end of the ship. You got all this shuttle bay, and without the lighting kit that's sold with it, there really isn't any space for anything else. So that's what we've got, and that's what we're dealing with, and that's what we've got to work with. And we do as best we can. And we got a little light leak off up in there that I'm noticing out there. Reach in there and take care of that somewhat. Maybe let me lift that up and see what the devil. Seems like I didn't have that. Okay. Well, you're going through this as I'm going through this. So, and I like those little screens. They're on the side. They're lit up a little bit and stuff. Those are pretty cool. 23rd century. We have screens, and our glasses, I'm pretty sure they have screens over there. As is the purpose of this kit, of this build, is a demonstration of what, additions to a classic design, as is the 60s TOS, the original, the first USS Enterprise, the first starship from Star Trek shown on screen. What would, how much would you change it to modernize it without taking anything away from it? So for the most part, a couple of screens here and there, an additional window here and there, and stuff, as definitely you've seen on the saucer in previous videos. And, the spotlights, because your ship would illuminate itself. That's where he picked up on when we got the refit. And, you look at Strange New Worlds, and, it's supposed to be essentially the same starship. Man, you argue that, and a lot of us do. But it's the same starship, and she does have illumination, self-illumination. You look back at the NX-01, there's a lot of hull illumination on there. So if you carry from NX-01 to from 22nd century to 23rd, that's what you would have. That's what you would have. And so we have implemented that. And there were a different color, different, be more innovations, a few more, changes, of course, because me. But I can safely say now that we are on to working on the starboard side of this, which is a couple of light changes, which they've already been. Well, actually, no, it hasn't. But it's only got one strip of LED lights right there that just won't focus for nothing. Got no focus. But I think that's the only one I got to yoink out. And then changing. Oh, yeah, here was the other one. I've already taken it out. So, changing that to get the warm white lights in, and then we'll go from there. All these window lighting, all these engineering hall lightings, and the dorsal's fine, but they will be much brighter once the second part of the ship is actually on there. You get the full encapsulated light bouncing effect, and I'm hoping that the shuttle bay fits in and the ship goes together better than what it normally does. The main thing with this side of the ship, because I've already gone through and with this pylon, gone through and did these in the warm white. So that job has already been done. It's just what to do in the engineering hull and carry that on and finish that up. And then after that, get it together with that one and put this thing together, because now it's just time to get this ship done. So what comes of it comes of it. Of course, it's never the final build. I'll be getting another one of these and doing it because it's fun. That's why I wish I had more time to do it. But I'll go forth and continue working on this. Hopefully, I'll be able to get some of this done and show it to you. Ain't no telling when. Those of you out there building models, continue building. I will keep building on this slowly and surely, chipping away at it until there is a big 34-inch model sitting on this table, ready for paint. Thank you for continuing to follow the channel. I know it's slow. It's always slow. And I do mix other things in there because I do love my games as well. So, it's becoming more or less just my life. And for me, that's going to be okay. Have fun, guys. Stay safe. Love each other. See you in the next one.